Hello, and welcome back to some Sailwind. Previously on this game, we did a pretty good run, I think. We earned 0 coin. No, where's our coin? There it is. We have 0 gold. We have 1260, most we've ever had. Pretty good. So what do? Sun is setting. No, we are pretty tired. Could go to sleep, but before we do, let's just think. There's one thing I feel rushed in this game. Even though it's like slow and steady, I also feel like rushed just because the days are fairly short. I think they're fitting for the water though. But when I'm in town, I feel like I can burn a day away. But it's probably just me feeling the urgency to leave. So we did a good run with the dates. I'm tempted to do that again. I do know, yeah, like there's diminishing returns, right? So I did look at it at the footage. I have some notes. Here, my piece of paper. Um, so let's see, when we bought the dates, we bought 12 of them. Started off at 44 coins, but for the 12th one, it cost us 48 coins. And then when we sold them, the first one sold for 59, and the last one sold for 41. So it did, yeah, even though our purchasing power didn't affect us too much, like from 44 to 48 was only a 4 variance from the first to the last. Selling them was a difference of 18. So there are some diminishing returns there. And episode 5, I think, just went up. And I got some information in the comments that, yeah, if you exploit something, it will take a bit of time to bounce back. So I guess this one doesn't show my additional 12th date that I bought. But it gives a rough idea of, yeah, our profit. We did pretty much double. Over double. So I'm tempted to try it again just to see what happens. We can also diversify. Right? Like we don't have to only do dates. We could do a bit of dates and then maybe a bit of something else. I'm also tempted to try to incorporate another stop. Instead of just going back and forth between these two, maybe we could go first to Alchemist Island, because we haven't been there either. So that could be fun to go somewhere new. And then maybe from Alchemist Island we go to Albacore and then Albacore back. It will depend on what the wind is doing, which currently it is northeast. So we could make a southward journey. It's just hard and slow. And the wind might change in the morning. So doing so, I could pick some items that are just good for both, maybe, if we can find one. That profits a lot. Like beer, well, definitely doesn't profit in Alchemist Island. But it does mean we could carry some. We don't have to unload it at Alchemist Island. We could just keep it on our vessel until we get to Alchemist Island, or until we get to Albacore. So kind of load up on goods for both areas. And right now I'm going to not avoid missions, but I'm look mostly at trade and try to capitalize our coin. And then if we have room for cargo, then we'll add in some missions. We'll probably take the mail though, because I like taking the mail. Like here's just the first one I saw. We could bring some tuna to Alchemist Island and profit decently. Sunspot actually is even better, cheaper, but yields the same profit. Looks like they like all fish. Do some wine. Coconuts, it's a lot of investment. Bananas are okay. Oh, that one looks pretty good. No, except it's 507. Oh, cheese. Cheese might be the way to go. And that's good for either location. So we could offload at Alchemist Island or bring it to Albacore, or we could do like a bit of both. We could offload some at Alchemist until we are, you know, our profits are dropping below what we would get at Albacore, and then haul the rest to Albacore. Yeah, and then the stuff is getting expensive, I feel, for us right now. On tobacco, does profit 100? Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to sit down and do the math. In terms of, like, not how much we're profiting, but what percentage we're profiting based off of our initial investment. I'll click through them so you can see them too. Oh, look, there's a decent one. You only have to invest $18,000 and you could get that. I feel like this stuff is more maybe for like selling over here, bringing across the seas to the other locations. Let's see, gems 6. What's the lowest? 66. What's the highest? Oh, never mind. Oh wait, am I seeing it? Sell. I was looking at buy. 66 to 68. No, it's the lowest then. 66, 63. Or wait, no, buying 65. I was wondering if it's cheaper to, like, maybe you bring gems from this location, from the emerald. I can't remember how to say that word. To this place. So far I don't want to do gems, but I don't know. All right. I think I need to sleep, but... yeah, I feel like fish and cheese is the way to go. Maybe do fish, do like 4 fish. And then some cheese. Well, let's go to sleep. Yeah, here's the bee. Where's the bee? Or is it the fire? Is it the fire that makes the buzzing sound? Yeah. Fire is made out of bees. Confirmed. Ooh. Share a drink? Absolutely. Oh no, they won't take partially drunk. Don't want my empty bottle. Sell my empty bottle for 0. I think not, but I will buy you full one. I saw a boat leaving port recently. I think it was heading to Al Nilam, carrying a sizable load of goods. I mean, what's that tell me? Am I supposed to, like, can we be pirates? Good morning. I will buy a bun. Oh wait, I don't need to eat. You fed me overnight. What am I doing? Never mind, I'll take the bun. I'll have this to go. I assume there's nothing over here. It seems like closed doors. Don't bother. Okay, so some tips I've been given. So loud. What I said in the last episode was kind of incorrect. Important to note that this stuff is cooked, and this stuff is, like, preserved in some way. Like, probably, smoked, right? So this stuff, I don't think expires, where the cooked stuff will. So in terms of just filling a crate, yes, it would be cheaper, but everything does rot, which we did learn from this guy. So I might buy this too before we leave. I'm not sure. So I have it with me and I'll read some more. So yes, But what we could do is buy a knife. I think I'll come back and grab a knife and we'll test that because we can cut up bread. And it sounds like bread just dries on its own pretty quickly before it will rot. So that might be a way. We could experiment with that, which means I think I also want to buy another table so we have room to work. So I feel like today will be... Oh, look, yeah, see our cheese went bad? Is that the cheese I bought? Oops. That in our garbage. Our fish went away, so that's good. Stuff does, like, disappear. I don't know if all stuff does, or just when it's rotted away. Got some, like, simple geometry going on, I think. But things aren't perfect. Things float. I noticed like this, too. Doesn't change heights. Stuff kind of clips in, but simple geometry probably helps with the physics stuff. Yeah, I think I'd like to get another little table. So I think we'll spend probably, I don't know, I'm not getting in here the best way. We'll probably spend most of our day here at port, I think. Can I use this? I can. Okay, so we'll keep the bottle. It might be beneficial to just fill up some bottles full of water. We are low on water. Yeah, so like we could just fill up this bottle. And then we drink that. I'll put this on here so I remember. Gotta do something, get more water. I don't want to buy that just to see how it works. Knife is 20. Okay. Handles. I was like, where to go? And let's try buying one of those. Maybe I should go this way to enter the, the market properly. Let's just put it on the ground. Yeah, can I like... Okay, yeah. Oh, that's the bottle. Oh, I like that. I like that very much. Okay. Can I put like other stuff on there? Like a bucket? Or is it strictly for lamps? I mean, it did say like lamp holder, didn't it? Alright, that was a sound investment, I think. Next up, I want to get a table. Not a big table. But like a little table. That's a chair. That's a table. Shelves, bookshelves. Yeah, I'm keen to see how all this stuff works, but like not for our little dhow or whatever it's called. Hey, is this a little market? Maybe one day. I'm wondering about placing. Place item. Pick up item. If I pick up a table, things float. And this is where I'm curious, like, is the shelf better in terms of, like, holding stuff? Like, does it nicely place them on there automatically? Or what's our options? Because placing stuff is a bit awkward. It's not bad. If anyone's played Merchant's Promise, you have very fine-tuned controls over things, and it's great. Okay, we'll do that. Like, sometimes it does this, where it's kind of like placing it nicely. Maybe just certain instruments. Yeah, sure. Alright, well, that's what I got. I think this one's probably going to expire soon. Let's see. Place bread. Take knife. Cut. Cool. Can we do that with a banana? Can. Then a matter of, like, how does this stuff dry? Do we just leave it out? Can I put it in a crate and have it dry as well? And should we dry this one out too? Boing! We'll see. And then can I just place item? Oh. Okay, I just drop item. Perfect. Time of day, we are approaching midday. We're pretty much at midday, actually. We still have 11:40. I could buy the food manual to bring with us. Or not. We could wait. I could also just go read it again. I do believe it told me about all the drying stuff. Alright, let's remind ourselves. Fish and meat spoil quickly. Usually not safe to eat them after about 1 day out in the sun. Fruits and vegetables last a little bit longer, usually 3 to 4 days. Bread can last up to a week. So bread's pretty good. And if we can dry it. Drying is cheap, simple, commonly used to preserve fruits, vegetables, and breads, but will not be sufficient for meats. Drying, the simplest but slowest and least reliable method of food preservation. Food left out in the open will slowly dry out by itself, but this natural drying process might not always be sufficient to prevent spoilage. So yeah, we got that one in the crate. That'll be my test to see if that one dries or not, or just spoils. And obviously a drying rack would improve these, would make it happen faster. The smoking, salting. Okay, don't buy it. But yeah, we're not going to put these on our little boat. The wind has changed. It's now eastward, so that's favorable. That'll make it getting to Alchemist Island a lot easier. We could even make it to Old Ankh Town if we wanted to. Okay, so looking at this again, cheese. I mean, we're pretty much profiting like 50% of our investment. We're getting a return on, at least on the first one. And then the sunspot, we're profiting even more. More than 50% of our return. So let's try this. Let's buy. Okay, now it became 92 and 38. So now we're already below that. Let's buy a second one. So now it's probably good to switch and get something else. So let's go to cheese. Buy one of those. Okay, 165. Now down to 78. I still think that's worth it. Maybe another one. Okay. I should reevaluate. Oh, I think I said that backwards. I think the sunspot was not as good of a return, right? It was less than 50 and the other one was closer to 50. But anyway, now we're almost at like a third, like 33. Not quite. I think beer was decent, wasn't it? If we bring it to Albacore. It's almost 100%. Let's buy beer. Well, we need water, so let's buy water. I assume that's the same price. I think I confirmed it's the same price than just getting it in the market itself. And I think the cheese is still slightly better. Doing more fish. Okay, I think I'll leave it there. Won't spend all of our money. I didn't overdo it. Good, good. And before I forget, get my receipt. It's like, okay, well, our banana went rotten. Good. Let's not eat that. This banana was in that crate already. I don't remember when I bought it, so probably should cut up a fresh banana. Also, this stuff isn't in the sun. Does that matter? Oh, no. Oh, goes my table. Okay. We'll do a test. Most of our food is here, but I've got a couple in the sun. So if the sun stuff goes quicker, that'll teach us. I do want to get out of here soon, before the sun goes down. So we're going to look at stuff for Alchemist Island. That's 480 pounds. Tobacco is light, paying 87. We'll take that one. Rice is very heavy. We got like goat cheese. That's like 6 of them though. Tuna, 3. I'm gonna look at quantity this time. We will take the mail. I'm gonna load this up and then reevaluate. Part of me wishes like time went slower while you were in like port, and then it went faster when you were out to sea. I'm not sure how that would actually play out. That might be a bit weird. I mean, given what we did last time, it does seem like we could absolutely take more. I think I'll grab one more. Okay, I think tuna's the one. Everything else is like a lot, or a lot of... I think they're the big boxes. So we will stop there. Okay, that'll work. Wind still looks the same. I think we are good to go. How's our vitals? Yeah, we got water. I think we did everything. Whoosh. I love that. Okay. Da-da-da. Oh, wait, no. Let the sheet down. There's a way to lock the wheel, apparently, right? That locks the wheel. Okay. I probably don't want to do that when I'm actually, like, traveling, but it is okay when I'm doing something like this. It's good to know that I could do that. I didn't know that. And we want pretty much south, but we gotta get out of port. It's a bit of a hazard there. I was doing some reading up on just sailing in general. It does seem like you don't always want your sheet all the way down. Like, you really got to learn everything that's happening and during all the different things. And I've already kind of forgotten some of the terminology. Reefing, is that when we tip? So, some reefing, okay. Yeah, sometimes it's not always more efficient to have your sheet all the way down. And it does look like we are going to be heading pretty much south, maybe slightly to the west, very slightly. So in terms of what to do after all this, I mean, we could try to save up for the big boat. Oh, that line's still on the map. Cool. Keeps it. I don't know if you can even see it on YouTube, but it's a very faint line between Isle of Clear Mind and Gold Rock City. It does look like the charting, you can use different colors too. Yeah, I do want to go north, I think, to Oasis at some point in this little boat. I think once we'll buy that other map, we'll maybe do that. Okay, I should be able to course correct. So it does sound like the boat will kind of steer itself, sort of, or like it'll try to keep its heading, roughly. And you can kind of tell by what the steering wheel is doing, or the wheel, if you need to like intervene, like during stormy weather we might have to intervene. It does sound like I'm not getting much wind, so I'm going to pull that in a bit. I probably have it too far out. And, yeah. Uh-oh, did the wind change? It did. It's more northern, almost northeast. Well, hopefully we can still make it there. My heading is decent. Actually, I could even go a bit more south, but it would be better to be too far west, though. So maybe not. If I can keep that heading, and we have a bit of wind. Do I have any wind? Am I moving? No, I don't think we have any wind. And we're moving. I'm gonna try to get south, I guess. This might end up being trickier than I hoped. Oh, losing the wind again. Oh, and there's a storm ahead. Maybe we wait out the storm? It's probably coming right for us, unfortunately. What do we do? I mean, we could veer off that way. Go perpendicular to the winds. I think that's what I should do. I don't think I can just sit here. Alright. Initiate panic mode. Panicking. I want to go this way. If I can. Okay, that should be good. I think. So what I'm doing is going to make it hard to get to Alchemist Island, though. We're going to have to do some weird maneuvering. I do believe everything we have can be unloaded there, like our cheese and everything, right? We don't have to hold on to anything to bring to Albacore. Or is it Albacore? Yeah, Albacore Town. Maybe the beer? I can't remember. I'm also hopeful that the wind might change after the storm. Maybe we can get new heading. I'm going to aim for the side of the storm. I don't know if that's a good way to do it. I should be able to let the sheet out or down. I was hopeful to sleep, but... man, we might just pass out in the storm. Yes. Oh, I let my dates go bad. Bye, rotten dates. Just... oh, God. Wow. those hit hard. Alright, I don't feel like I'm outrunning the storm, so I'm going to just go with the wind, almost, I guess. I'm gonna bail some water. gonna pass out. So I'm not going quite with the wind, but I'm going kind of down with the wind. Until I see the storm kind of behind us. Don't really want to course correct. Also don't really want to sleep. I don't know how coffee works yet, but we should probably figure that out. Yeah, like we're heading mostly east, so like we're going way off course. I probably should have, I don't know what I should have done. That's upwind, so. And that's Big Rock. You can still see Gold Rock. So the islands are basically towards the storm. Yeah, I don't know what else I could have done other than wait. I mean, if the storm is moving this way, I'm not going to get around it, right? Yeah, I think I chose... I'm not doing the right thing. I'm actually going to turn to as much of the south as we can. I think the storm's just going to pass us. Now I've got a southwest heading, which will bring us back the way we want to go, although I'm cutting it a little too much into the wind. So I have to go more like to the south. And I don't know, like... Actually, let's... I don't know. Maybe I should just drop anchor? If I can't get a heading going. Or I pass out. I'm stuck upwind at the moment. Alright, I can't get anything done, so I'm just going to drop anchor and figure it out in the morning. Changed my mind, got some wind. Panicking. Oh, don't go up all the way upwind though again. Okay. I'm happy with just a south... Yeah, south heading. South heading sounds fine. Oh, I keep veering into the wind. Darn. Oh, and my anchor's still up. Right, never mind. Sleep. Okay, daytime. Let's get a heading and go back to sleep. I swear I pulled up my sail, but apparently I did not. Wind's back to northeast though, or east by northeast, so we should be able to get a heading to the island, I think. I mean, it would be better if it was more east. We kind of want to cut, we want like west by southwest, or south by southwest. Don't think we can do this with that wind. I'm pretty sure we're off course to the east. I'll try that. See if I can catch a few fish before I go to bed. Oh wait, does that not have a hook? No hook. How does this work? Is there just not enough space? Or am I hitting the wrong button? I'm hitting the wrong button. Okay. Oh, I gotta check our heading. I think we're off course. Still, there's a boat over there. I saw an island just there. I think that is not... I hope that's albacore. Because that's a heading of, yeah, southeast. My heading is... south by southeast. Pretty sure I want to be heading that way. Let me try to course correct. Wind looks like I should be able to. Oh, I just lost the wind. Okay, got the wind again, but now I'm way off course. Okay, we are on the move. Unfortunately, I think... island I see over there is the one we want. Pretty sure that's albacore. That looks familiar. And then I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there in the horizon. Behind the water at the moment. So... that's also basically the direction of the wind, of course. So we can't get that way without doing some maneuvering. Yeah, I see two sets of islands. So that's probably Alchemist Island and Old Ankh Town that we're seeing. So I think I'll just continue this way for a little ways, and then I'll have to, you know, make another adjustment. Head off into, like, northwest. And then, yeah, fortunately, that storm kind of... storm and the changing winds made it so we couldn't get here in one heading. Back to fishing. Oh wait, we're getting tired. I forgot about that. Maybe we'll just take a snooze, and then we'll adjust our heading in the morning. Don't break. I'm gonna pull up our sail a bit though, just have it down a little. I don't want to lose sight of the islands either. I assume we won't, but let's hope. Sail by hope. Okay, I assume it's sunset. Yes. Still see the islands. I wonder, did I lose wind? We're still moving. Just slowly. Good. So I do think I want to make a course correction. Yeah. So I think we're between Albacore and Alchemist Island at the moment. Too bad we're not... but we should be able to make a heading for this. Given the wind is... what is the wind? Oh, south by southwest. So if the wind is going this away, we should be... that would be a perpendicular. I could even head actually straight for it by looks of it. Maybe, maybe not. But if I sail that way for a bit, then we'll just have to course correct. So to do that, I'm going to pull this taut, and I'm going to turn with the wind. Definitely would have been better just to go to Albacore Island, or Albacore Town, but I do want to check out the different islands. Okay, something like that, at least to start. Release the sail. Sure, we're moving. We're moving. And then we'll take another nap. Okay, I like that. Should be pretty forgiving, I think. We're not going to be able to get straight at it, I don't think. Or maybe we could if I'm really... But I always lose the wind whenever I try to go really close. So we're just going to do that. Sail amount. Let down a little bit more, maybe. I want about half, I guess. Alright, and yeah, let's go to sleep. Eat some slices. If this stuff spoils, we don't want to waste all of it. We just want a couple there to test. Okay, unfortunately I think I lost the wind, so we didn't really move. And they're still over there. So yeah, I think we just turned into the wind there and then stopped. Oh look, rotten bread. And a banana slice. Okay. The stuff rotten as well. That bread did rot. That was the big loaf that we just bought. This was the bun from our place we slept. So with the heading of east by northeast, I'm going to do a heading of west. So wind's going that way. Right? Yeah, I guess I still am pretty steep. Trying to sail upwind. Due tomorrow. I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't think so. We have one more night, but maybe. One more night and one more day, maybe we can get there. But I feel like I'm just, you know, we got set so far off course to the east there. And I'm just trying to make my way back west. Okay. We moved. So that's delightful. Okay, those are the two islands, I think. What's that? Where are we? I mean, that's Old Ankh Town then, right? Or what? Or is that Lion's Fang? I'm not sure. Not a clue. I guess I could maybe figure it out by our heading. Okay, that's southwest. Okay, I mean, that looks... Is that closer than that one? And then down here, we have south. South by southeast, and then you are north, almost due north. Pretty much due north. So we're due south of Big Island still. I think that's the one we want. Right? I mean, I assume we just can't see Albacore town. Like, unless that's Nervurden, our starting island. But if we're south of Gold Rock, I wouldn't think so. But anyway, what kind of heading adjustment can I make? Not really a good one. I mean, I could turn a little bit. I don't know. I feel like I gotta just keep heading this way for a bit more. Maybe do a steeper angle. And then I'll be able to turn and get to the island. I see another little island there, unless that's a boat. You a boat? No, you're an island. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, that's one island, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll just keep heading this way. I'm running out of food. Our bread did rot. Should be careful doing that. It destroys the boat. That didn't dry out. That's all rotten as well. Goodbye. And then, yeah, I have... Oh, hard to see. I have one fish remaining. And then that rotted in there as well. So I think I gotta do some fishing. Okay, I kind of lost sight of the other islands, but I know they're over in that way. I think we are ready to turn. Northeast to Gold Rock. Almost south to... Where's south? Okay. Nearly south to Lion's Fang. Is that right? Did I say you were? Yeah, northeast. Okay. So that puts us, I think, right between Isle of Clearmind and Old Ankh Town. In terms of, like, location. And then, like, north of Lion's Fang. I can't point on the map, but... you know, to illustrate exactly where I mean. And my angle seems okay to me. But we are sailing upwind. Okay. Well, this doesn't kind of work. Okay. So, if we do that... Nope. That to that. Okay, what if I choose red? I don't know. I think I'm right here, though. This is where I think I am. But I could be wrong. Could be more Could be more here. Maybe. But either way, the direction I'm heading should bring us closer. Now, I don't know what happens if I... Okay, it just draws with a red line. And if I leave that there, what happens? Does it stay there? Or if I do it again... These are practice little scribbles. Okay. No. How do I... Wow. It's not helpful. How is it positioning me? Like, how does it decide how you're looking at the map? Weird. What is this? Is this a... what do you call it? Like a compass? Kind of. Or is it just centered on my marks? Oh. No idea. I don't know if those red marks are like permanent either. You have to like buy different maps to set up different charts on them. Okay, there are the islands. Which unfortunately means I don't think I can get to them. It's where I wasn't confident I should have taken on any missions. Because the wind is coming from essentially this direction. So all of this is inaccessible to us, I think. I mean, I should be able to. Just barely. I don't know. Let's try. Lose the wind. Yeah, like, I feel like that's fine. Could even turn a little bit more. Still good. If I could aim between the two. Take a nap. I would be pleased. Even like a little bit less. Touch more. Okay, current heading south by southeast. Yeah, if I could head a little bit more to the south. Just a touch. Not a lot. Tippy-tappy. Okay, he says with no voice crack at all. Banana still hasn't dried. Nothing dried. Bun slice. Maybe the bun is preserved already. Not sure. Yep, those marks are permanent. That's why we put them up in the corner. Oh, maybe not permanent. Maybe there's a way to remove them. I'm not sure. That's why I did them up there, in case there isn't. I think I'm just gonna raise the sail. Not all the way. A little bit more. I guess it was already kind of half. Everything is due tomorrow, but I assume, I hope, end of day. Okay, I think I could just go back to bed. Have a midnight snack. Okay, I've got a heading, like, between the two islands. So I'm pretty sure that's Old Ankh Town ahead of us. Not confident. It's also closer, I think. So we're going to sail right past it, ideally. And I've got the sail like 3/4 all the way down. Hopefully get some ground. And let's see where we are in the morning. Oh, I heard something. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Land ho. So we can figure out where we are. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'll go run over there and figure it out. Oops, cut myself off. Maybe I should anchor. Just in case. Okay, this is like 2 islands. Hey, there's the dock. Just a late night swim. So was me thinking I was sailing between 2 islands like the same island? This little channel in between? Greetings. Where am I? Hi. Welcome to Alchemist Island. We're here! Kind of. except we're over there. I'm confused. Well, I mean, we just gotta make it that way. Good news is we didn't take... It doesn't look like we took much damage from running ashore. So maybe it was like a nice beach. Okay, wind-wise, wind is pretty much coming from there, but we could probably sail that way and then cut in. Okay, that's Gold Rock. That must be west by northwest. It's got to be Old Ankh Town. So maybe I did sail past. Maybe I just deviated off a little bit. Instead of going like straight through both of these, I ended up over there. Drifted to the east. Or I was looking at these two, but it was... If we were far away... Maybe. Because I remember seeing the light, right? We saw the light. And that... So maybe it was. Maybe I was just sailing directly towards that, thinking it was 2 islands. When it was, in fact, just 1. I don't know. I don't recognize them enough. And maybe what I thought was, Lion's Fang was actually Old Ankh Town. So we were actually north of Old Ankh Town, and I was looking at just this. Maybe that's what happened. Okay, I think I can make a maneuver and turn ourselves around and head for the dock. But I don't know. My confidence is low. I should turn that off. Oh yeah, we're okay. Plenty of wind. We should head a little bit south. Yeah. There's the dock right there, I think. Is it? I do believe, yes. Okay, so let's remember, this one has like, looks like a tooth. Alchemist Island looks like a tooth, or like a series of teeth. It's got like 4 peaks. Alchemist has teeth. Right on time. No complications whatsoever. Just a leisurely sail about. No. Woohoo. Okay. We did it. Were we already here once? Is this one of the first ones we came to? Or, I think it was Old Donk Town, right? That we went to, not Alchemy Island. I don't remember. Let me stow my sail. Where it is. Okay, I left the beer on the boat because I think that one maybe we wanted to keep. We can definitely hand in all the orders. Okay, that's it. That's all of our missions. Now it's just a matter of, yeah, let's see if we should sell it all here. I think we should. Can't remember though. Okay, yeah, this is the place for the sunfish. So we'll sell those 2, and they're close enough that they can find them. And then the cheese. Yeah, doesn't make better here than albacore. We'll sell all 4 of those and watch this go down. 234, 231, 228. But I think still worth it. Should I just get the receipt? Let's get a receipt. And then wait, let's look at the beer. Yeah, we don't want to sell it here. That one we want to bring to albacore. And there is no food. What do you have? Snake oil and water. So I might just need to stay here and fish for a little bit. And then spend a day out here. And then we'll load up. And we'll head to the east. Albacore. And then probably back to Gold Rock City. And then maybe we'll be ready to go north. With a stop at the Academy first. Maybe? Not sure. But that'll do, I think, for today. I'm going to fill up my hunger. Get a few extra fish. Because we are pretty much out of food. So unless I buy some stock. I'm not sure. But if we look at our money now, we are 1502. We started the day at... Or we left with... After the stuff we bought for our boat... think we had like 1150 or something. So I think we profited about 450 on that trip. Guess we could look at our receipts. So we spent, if we don't count the beer yet, all the goods we just sold, oh wait, minus the water as well. We spent 488 on the sunspot and the fish. And then we sold it all for 1182. Means we profited 334. So that's all right. That's all right. Not as good as our date run for sure, but it's good. We'll check when we go to Albacore. Maybe we can do dates again if they're still looking profitable. Oops, dropped him a fishing rod. Still have a hook? Yes. But yes, that'll do. Wow, that went far. Oh, look at that. Come back. He just took it and run. The animation's funny. Like, they look like they're always just sticking straight up. But it works. It works. Good enough. And we'll catch you in the next one.